Oh, this is so nice. I love the snow. It's snowing, it's raining, it's snowing, the old man is growing. Let's have a peek. So tranquil. Oh dear. Hiya anybody that's there. I just want to show you like how amazingly tranquil it is right now. The snow. I love watching the snow. It's very peaceful, isn't it? Makes you feel like you're all cocooned up. So we have had snow here for hours. Well, I don't know. We had snow here for a few days and then it went really icy and crunchy and then it's snowing again. I love I feel like I don't know, being a bit of a stalker here because I've got my camera point. Someone's making their dinner. Someone's there sitting down to dinner. I don't know. Close your blinds. So nosy. But I'm wondering what they're making for dinner because it looks quite delicious actually. From what I can see from here. How nosy am I though? I shouldn't be nosing in at people. But it's just so, I don't know, people watching is so, I don't know, so nosy. But the snow is just amazing. Look at the snow. I wish it would snow. Hiya, how are you? Hiya, Fluffy. Yeah, the snow. I wish it would snow tons because I miss the days where you could go out and build snowmans and not snow. Oh, can we say that nowadays? To be politically correct, building a snow person. No, I'm not being woke. A snowman in your garden. Or snow angels or go out sledding. Did any of you guys ever do that? No, I live in Scotland, Fluffy. On Jumapel on Ecos. Yes, Scotland. Oh, you're from Jordan? Oh, I have always wanted to go to Jordan and see Petra. I'm very jealous of you right now. Jordan is an it looks beautiful country. Oh no, Noura Abu Nitha. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm jealous that you're actually in Jordan right now. It's I've just always been fascinated by Petra and how they carved those those buildings into stone. It looks magical. You've been to Scotland 9 times and it's a 70-hour drive from... Oh, really? Are you down... I take it you're down in South England, maybe? Yeah, Scotland's pretty nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It doesn't look so good here because I've got my camera directed into people's gardens. Warwick. Yeah, that's you're right, yeah. So I'm just outside Edinburgh, Edinburgh. Which is a beautiful city. The UK is a terrible place. Keir Starmer is... Oh, you don't have to tell me that. Keir Starmer sucks. He absolutely sucks. Keir Starmer has got to be one of the worst prime ministers we've ever had. I wholly disagree with all his policies. What he's did to the British people, like especially pensioners and the cold winter payments and stuff. It's shocking. He doesn't care. Keir Starmer is a WEF guy. He's bought and sold by the World Economic Forum. He's yeah. Oh, thank you, Fliffy. That's so nice of you. But I'm sure, yeah, we can all... Oh, you're from Scotland. Wait, no. Oh, no, I thought that said Scotland. Red Fav. Is that right? Red. I was just recently told today that I need glasses. I do, but you don't have to donate, Flippy. You don't have to. Subscribing is amazing enough. So thank you though for offering. So how were all you guys' Christmas and stuff? I don't see you do. It's you don't have to do it, but it's in. I don't know. I don't even know if I've got it up in my description. I don't know, but you don't have to. As I said, subscribing. Just hit subscribe. I don't. I don't even know. Yeah. I feel really weird about, like, yeah. I'm sorry. You can tell how uncomfortable I am at the moment. I know it's, if you, maybe in a few videos back, maybe it'll be in a I don't know. I love England, English, not American English. Yeah, like I like English. I like there's certain accents in England that I really like. I wonder if it's snowing down in England. I was told it wasn't. I was told I was having a look at the weather app earlier in London. It says it was I think it was like in double digits. I used to live in Scotland. Oh really? Whereabout in Scotland did you live, Fluffy? And did you enjoy living here? How many of you guys have visited Scotland? Have you been here on a holiday, lived here? It's great. Look at, like, it's so bad. I'm being absolutely nosy. We're having a little peek into people's gardens. Like, you can see here, like, I'm visiting family. I have been since like Christmas time. So I'm up in my bedroom that they made for me. And I'm having a little sneaky peek out the window to see what people are doing, because I love watching the snow. Forgot where I was, but we had a power cut for 4... Oh really? That sucks. That really sucks. The last time we had I'm trying to remember, like, a power cut in my area. Oh, it was a while ago, and it was quite a heartbreaking story. Hi, Honesty. You were cold here, no heating, but no worry. Oh no, you're cold. No heating. Why you got no heating? Oh, don't say that. Like, I feel obviously really bad. Please don't say that. Get a couple of blankets, get them wrapped around you. I don't know if you got a hot water bottle. Someone was telling me like about these blankets, like these electric blankets that you can buy now, that you just plug into the wall and you can wrap it around you when you're sitting on the sofa. I really need to invest in one of them. Like, I'll do it once I've got a bit of spare money. I'll maybe like invest in like one of these lovely blankets. Because it is like, and then there's me, honestly, sitting showing you snow and coldness. I'm so sorry. I lived in, if I lived in Angela, I would be 100 blankets and put them, yeah. I can't stand, so that's one thing I can't stand. I can't stand the cold. I really can't stand, which is so weird to say that as a Scottish person. I cannot stand the cold. I genuinely won't stay at anyone's house if it's going to be freezing. For some reason, and I don't want to come across as like gross or anything like this, but you know how if you get too warm, you can sweat and stuff. I get like that when I'm too cold. So it literally gives me anxiety to think like if I'm going to be cold. Oh, 2 seconds, I have to grab something. Wait, I'm going to like rest you down. Wait, let me rest you down on this. Wait. Alright, sorry, wait now, I'll be back. Two seconds. And a drink. Okay, I'm back. Had to get a drink of the old Coca-Cola. Yeah, floofy. Not really your boiler broke. Estimate to replace... What? $8,000 to replace your boiler? We have no small children or elderly. Oh dear. Is there like no way like you could start... I don't know if you would even accept that, like a GoFundMe or something. Because you need a boiler. You need like... $8,000's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And it's especially to find just after Christmas and stuff. Yeah. There's got to be like some kind of help or something, but it's whether people like, I don't know, maybe I'm overstepping here, but yeah, it's a lot of money. I wish there was something like I could do, like, yeah, can we think of something to do for poor honesty? Oh dear. I don't know, oh wait now, I'm just going to get a drink. Bar selling like a kidney. I only have one kidney, so I'd die if I sold it. I don't know, sorry, I had to get a drink there, my mouth is so dry. I don't want to go on camera because I look like utter rubbish. I mean, like, let's see. Oh, sorry. I mean, it could transfer money to you, but I'm only... Oh, like, yeah. I don't know if honesty has a PayPal or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's like that. It's the time of year where people are broke because of it's Christmas. It's just past Christmas. I don't know, maybe there's like I don't know if there's a government program or something like that. I know it would like help massively, like, but you've not got young kids or anything like that. Oh, we're just, sorry, I'm so sorry, honestly. We're Dickens. Oh God, I feel so bad to hear, like, I hate when I having to hear it, someone's like, see, like, no heating or anything like that. It breaks my heart. It really does. Oh. We're honestly thinking about you, Honesty, but if there is anything, if you want me to share a PayPal link, anything like that, I'm more than happy to do that. And yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. Because I have seen people like use things like GoFundMe and stuff like that to raise money for things like that. Because we live in Britain. Oh, look how heavy the snow's getting. We live in Britain, and I'm damn sure, like, our government, you've got Keir Starmer or anything like that. They don't help the people. They really don't. Who have any kids? Me or Honesty? Oh no, that's not working. No children or elderly in the house. Oh. Support our farmers, saying no to the boat. I agree with you, Dan Peters. I absolutely agree with you there. We definitely need to support our farmers, our elderly, everyone that Keir Starmer has stiffed, like since coming into power. And see if I hear him quack on about this 20 million black hole that went one more time, I swear to God, I'm going to jump out a bloody plane. Yeah. They can never say, like, where this $20 million... They say, no, $20 million. Sorry, I'm America on the brain right now because I watch a lot of American stuff. £20 million black, or is it, whole or whatever, 20 billion, whatever he says it is. If we're so that much in the hole, then why are we sending money to, like, farmers in Africa and not supporting our own? Why are we sending money to the Taliban? Why are we sending money to Ukraine? Like, if we're so poor in Britain, honestly, it makes me angry. Get the Starmer out, yeah. Keir Stalin, that's his name. We are small farmers, he must go. Yeah, our farmers need to be supported. They might have a lot on, and you say, like, equity with their land and stuff like that, but they don't. That goes for nothing, with these generational farms. They make next to no money. And these are the people that are the lifeblood of our nation, the farmers especially. They grow our food. And it makes you wonder why he's doing things like that. Is he doing it so foreign companies can come in and buy up the land, energy companies, so they can start planting those stupid windmills? Because how else, how are they going to, I just think of a lot of things. I like how your YouTube channel has Angela in it, and Honesty lives in Honesty. Just me. I like... Yeah, thank you. How many here are from Britain? Have we got, like, how many people in the chat are from Britain? Quite a few, because I see, like, a lot of people mentioning Starmer. You're from, yeah, UK, and I think Dan's obviously from UK, I guess. Honesty from UK. Yeah, he's ruining our country, but, I mean, he's a socialist, isn't he? I don't even know if he's just a hypocrite. Keir Starmer is an absolute hypocrite. And he makes you scared as well. Like, see, when you're British and you want to speak about certain things online, and for example, he makes you scared to do that because you don't know if what you're going to say is going to be reported to the police and you're going to be arrested and imprisoned. It's true, like, he's turned our country into, like, I don't know. I would say every president we had is crap. Like, every president, or are you talking about American? Network real bosses who earns $500,000 has just been given, what? Yeah, oh my, really? It's like the Sadiq Khan knighthood as well. I don't believe that politicians should be given knighthoods while they're still working as politicians. And what the hell has Sadiq Khan ever done to deserve a knighthood? When you start looking into his past and his history, and that's very questionable. Very questionable. I mean, Sadiq Khan, and I could be, but I'm sure I'm right in this. He was a lawyer for one of the, was it 9/11 attackers, or I'm sure he was. Donald Trump, no one really. Oh, do you not like Donald Trump? I've got hopes for Trump. I really do. Because, like, nothing can be as bad as what we have it right now, surely. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. I know people that really dislike Donald Trump. I know people that like him. I know people that are sceptical, and people that are maybe that's what I think I am. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that, because I do agree that all these wars and that have to stop. It's sad. I'm so sorry, like, to Americans who, what happened in New Year, especially there, like, that's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. What happened in New Orleans. You have lots of big snowflakes, yeah, falling here in the middle of. Oh, you do. Ours are quite. I don't know. Ours are quite big. Fluffy. Hiya, pro gaming. But yeah, yeah. It's heartbreaking to see what happened in America. But we see all these, like, attacks quite frequently now, don't we? The one that happened in Germany, even though I don't think that guy was, I don't think it was an extremist. I'm not sure. Kamala, yeah, I admit this, like, Kamala, how they installed her wasn't very democratic, was it? I mean, they should have had a primary to pick a Democratic nominee when Biden stepped down, but they installed her. And I've looked into Kamala's history, and I don't think she's a very good person either. But can we really say that any politician is a good person? I don't know. I'm sure there's some, there's definitely some that get into it for the right reasons, that they want to make a difference. But a lot of them get into it for money and for their own advancements, don't they? If I was in America, I would pick. Oh, you would have picked Kamala? She wouldn't have been my choice. I think, like, I'm not American, so, but she wouldn't have been my choice as a Democratic nominee. I think, like, they had, like, Bernie Sanders and stuff like that, and I think he would have been better. And I do like the Kennedy guy. Is it John F. Kennedy Jr.? I like him. It is absolutely heartbreaking across the world, isn't it? Like, it's never been a more frightening time to be alive than, because of the amount of wars and death, and it's horrendous. Me and my old school picked who we thought would win, and more people in class picked Donald Trump. I'll be honest, like, I thought Donald Trump was going to win. I was looking at the poll numbers, and they were basically saying Kamala was going to win, but I was looking at the size of the rallies and the amount of people that were supporting Trump online, and it didn't. The poll numbers just didn't reflect that. More people were supporting him than what the polls claimed. And then he won in a clean sweep. I mean, he won the Senate, Congress, the electoral vote, the popular vote. He won it all. I mean, he got bingo in every card, didn't he? So, and then Kamala, like, I think it's I do think it's a bit disgraceful, like, the amount of money that Kamala spent on celebrity endorsements. I mean, Oprah, what, $2 million? What's his name? Was it Al Sharpton or what? I can't recall. But it's one of them, CNN or ABC, whatever. $500,000 to his foundation. Imagine picking Trump the first day you regret it. Hi, adults. If I were in the UK, I would vote for Nigel Farage. Yeah. A lot of people are voting reform. I just hope, like, I really do, like, I like Nigel, and I hope that, I think, like, he will, I think his party will do really well in the next, like, election, and hopefully, I mean, we get someone like Nigel as our Prime Minister, because we need someone that's going to fight for our country, like Britain first, you know. You've got, I know a lot of people, as I says, like, they don't like Trump, but he's very patriotic towards his country. He loves his. I was waiting for. Oh, sorry, we had to go and look for the dogs. My mum picked Starmer, I think, because she didn't know who to pick. Yeah. We couldn't let, like, I understand, like, why the Tories, like, never got voted back in, because they basically wrecked the country. They did. But Keir Starmer's even worse than them. But in Britain, we only really had a choice of two, didn't we? We had the people that are wrecking the country, letting nearly 1 million people in a year, which is unsustainable for Britain. And or we could vote for more of that, or we could vote for the socialist government, which is going to be more of that. I don't know. We never had a good choice. We never had any choice. Nigel is a fascist, but he's the Slovakian best we can hope for. Well, that's what I was about to say, but, like, I hope that Nigel lives up to his, like, promises and things that he said. But I do think Nigel loves Britain. I do think he does. I genuinely think Nigel loves Britain. And I think he's a kind of Britain first kind of person. Yeah, I do. The Tories got too comfortable knowing we prefer that. Yeah, they absolutely did. The Tories got absolutely. And the Tories, it was so weird. The Tories became, for a conservative, like, political party, the Tories became left. They became, it's like the Tories became left wing and the Labour became radical left. The closest objective to your right was your weapon, and yeah, you're right, Fluffy. You're absolutely right. We need, like, a Prime Minister, like, I know many people didn't like Thatcher and stuff like that, but she was very strict on in things like immigration. She was strict on, I know a lot of people didn't like her politics and stuff like that. There was loads of stuff I didn't like about what her policies, Margaret Thatcher, but there was a lot of stuff I did like. What's the thing closest to your right? What's the thing closest to your right? What do you mean, Cliff? I'm lost there. Honestly, I have very little right to speak on British politics, but Nigel seems better choice. Absolutely, LC. Oh no, you have every right to speak on British politics, because America and Britain are very close allies, and we weigh in a lot on American. I mean, I thought it was disgraceful that Starmer sent people over to America to try and they were basically interfering in American politics. Like, that can't be legal, surely. That a left-wing government in Britain are sending hundreds of activists to America from the Labour Party. Yeah, that can't be right. Oh, the object closest to your... Oh, a mug or a... Marite, all right, Marite. Oh, what do you mean? The object closest to my right, like a mug or a bed. What? I think I'm having a blonde moment, Fluffy. I'm still lost. Absolutely lost. But yeah, what was I saying there? Oh yeah, Britain interfering in American politics. That can't be right. What do you think of this thing that's going on now regarding, like, them trying to acquire Canada to be part of the US? Do you think, like, Canadians would want that? Oh, the closest thing to your right is your radio. Oh, the closest thing to my right is next to me is some halogen bulbs. A wall with oh, you can't really see. You can't see because I'm standing in the dark. But it's a TV on the wall, like yeah, and a flat screen TV on the wall. Angela, look to your right. What's there nearest? It's a TV. The nearest thing to me is a bottle of juice, and I feel like such an idiot. I'm so sorry. Speak out British politics if you choose to. And just before I forget, please keep the little ginger prince there. I'm going to get a drink. Oh, go and grab a drink and come back, Fluffy, sorry. Yeah, we don't want him back. We don't want Prince Handbag back. Prince Harry, we'll call him. What do you guys think of the latest Netflix the Netflix, what do you call that again? I'm losing words here. I feel like an idiot today. For Meghan's cooking show, what do you guys think of that? Do you think it looks pathetic? And she said something that made, she says, like, I like taking ordinary things and making them better. And I thought, well, that's what the royal family did to you. You made you. Oh. We definitely don't want them back, though, do we, guys? Miss seeing you around. Hope all. Oh, okay, Elsie. I'm sorry, like, I've not been doing, like, YouTube or anything like that very much of lately. I am sorry. I always say, like, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to, like, getting my finger out my bottom and start doing videos and editing and stuff again. I really need to do it because I feel like yeah, because people then start not to bother and check your channel anymore to see if you've done anything. So you start to, like, have a massive drop in viewership. But, like, and I've noticed that. But so you need to start uploading in a more not as sporadically as I've been doing it. I can hear, like, aeroplanes. People are heading out or coming back. But yeah, she has her hair down. She's wearing rings while cooking. It is, yeah. I don't know, it's not something I'm going to watch, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not a cook myself, so plus her voice gets on my nerves. I don't know if I could sit and watch an hour of Meghan Markle muttering away about how amazing that she is, and with her little fan gang sitting on the peanut gallery telling her how amazing she is. Nah, not for me. Definitely not for me. I wonder as well, like, I don't keep as much up to do with the royal family and that as much of lately. I was disappointed with Charles's Christmas speech. I didn't like it. I thought it was too political. I'm not interested in what they do. Only I watch my mate when he is on Saturday Kitchen. Oh. I used to like cooking shows. I loved like the American ones, like Cupcake Wars, and seeing like all the amazing baking kind of stuff, all the amazing cakes and designs and stuff they make. Cause a lot must go into that, you know, like very creative stuff. I would pay for Gordon Ramsay's. Oh yeah, that would be so good. Gordon Ramsay having a reaction show, reacting to Meghan Markle's cooking show. Wouldn't that be hilariously fun? I would pay to watch that. Oh, Celebrity Bake Off is good. Did anyone see yeah, I did. The comments on the tree. I'm shocked they left the comments open. The comments are brutal. I seen it, like, they're all bad, but sprinkled in with the bad ones, you'll see the occasional sugar. Oh, you're just jealous because, like, you wish you could be there with her. No, absolutely not. They need to, like, move away from the whole jealousy thing, because we're not jealous of royalty. We're not even royalty. Sorry, I'm just going to pop this down till I get a drink. We're not jealous of we're not jealous of them. We're just sick to death of being oversaturated by these two weasels. But I'm definitely not jealous of them. But I do wonder, like, we know you'll get people watching the Netflix cooking fiasco just to see what it's all... Sorry, hold on. Just to see what it's all about, basically. And I hope they don't. I hope they... And people do it because they want to make videos and that on it. But I'm not going to, like, watch it straight away because I don't want to, like, participate towards giving any ratings to make it look as though it's popular. I haven't watched the Polo thing either at all because I think that's really out of touch. Polo's a wealthy person's sport. I also didn't like the way the horses were treated. The horses are not very, very nice at all. It was too funny, and it shows how much people are sick of... Oh, yeah. The comment section is brutal, and I am shocked like that they didn't turn it off. I was watching... There was an American YouTuber. He's not a Megxit channel or anything. He's not a royal channel. But he comments on, like, just, I guess, pop culture events. So... TV shows, this thing, that, but his takedown of this show, I need to share it with you, was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But yeah, he was reading the comments out. The comments are brutal, absolutely brutal. There's not one person in that comment section that is wishing that the show does well. Not one person. polo. It makes me laugh. She allowed him to do it, considering it's a man's sport. No, yeah. Most of us won't get polo, like, and that's not me trying to sound like elitist or anything like that. It's just we're the everyday people, aren't we? We're not loaded. We're not. Yeah, we're not going out and buying Birkin bags and things like that. So it's an elitist sport, and it's a rich sport. And none of us want to sit there and see people. I don't know, it's like rubbing your wealth in people's faces. That's what it feels like, that polo show. The women out shopping, buying their luxury bags and swag. The men, I don't know, full of themselves. And these are the kind of people that they mingle with, isn't it? So these are the well, if they've got any friends, I'm guessing, like, I don't know, but these are the kind of people that those two are friendly with. So that makes me feel like they're. I thought, like, when they left the royal family, they said that they were going to make TV shows that were grassroots, using about everyday people, you know, using grassroots journalists, things like that. It wasn't going to be anything to do with, like, the pageantry and stuff like that, royalty. But everything that they've done since they've left has been just elitist. Diplomatic visits to countries that are skeptic, like, I don't know, that are not, I'm not using the right word, that are, I don't know, side-eyeing, like Colombia and Nigeria. Not that there's anything wrong with, like, the people in these countries, not that I'm saying that at all. I'm just saying that they're hypocritical because they say they won't come to Britain because they don't feel safe. But Nigeria and Colombia are, like, some of the most dangerous countries to visit. And they go there like they're diplomats, when they said that they wouldn't be doing anything like that. Making shows on Polo and whatever I don't know. Who cares what if Meghan Markle's cooking? I certainly don't. Care. But I wonder how many seasons this will last. Do you think it'll last for about as long as the pod? Look at this. Sorry, I keep looking at the snow. It's so beautiful. Do you think this will last as long as the podcast lasted, or do you think it'll go on for a couple of seasons? With, what's it called again? With Love, Meghan. Yeah. It's really rotten how the horses are mistreated in Polo. I agree with you, Elsie. I absolutely agree with you. The sport it started back when the wars were fought. Yeah. Remember when Harry treated a horse so poorly, where he'd literally ran like the stirrups, like into the horse's ribs, and punctured through its skin. It was bleeding. You could literally see the flesh. Yeah. So, not a sport that I would make a whole TV show on. See if they came at it from another angle, and it maybe explained, like, the history and like you said, how it got started and stuff like that. Maybe it would have been a bit interesting, but they've just came at it as from a point of, it's a rich people's sport, and they have to watch rich people whinge and groan about their life, you know, and people have got more problems than I don't know. Poor Drizzle and her full. Oh, yeah. Did you watch Polo, LC? As I said, like, I haven't watched it, because I won't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want. And I know my little view of watching a TV show is not going to change it being, if it's popular or not, but I just don't want to, like, click onto something that I don't agree with. When is the cooking one starting? I hear it's 8 episodes. I'm not watching it, but I've heard lots of YouTubers. I'm not sure when it's starting. I didn't even know how many episodes it had, honestly. I assume it'll be soon because they've let the trailer out for it. Giddy up. I need to get my Villy to get me as my second horse and hope the parents watch this show. Absolutely. It's very that, isn't it? Ooh, let me just park up my Rolls Royce while I get the peasants to come and put my Birkin bag and my caviar. No, I can't do their accent. Yeah. Yeah, it's very that. It's very, I'm better than you, and you better know it. I cancelled Netflix years ago when they featured, oh, did you? See, there's a few shows on Netflix I quite like. Most of the Netflix shows are crap. They're actually crap. They never get anything decent on there. They truly don't. But I recently cancelled mine because I don't know if any of you guys have got an iPhone or Android or whatever. There's an app you can actually download for free. It's called Showbox, and you can watch all the new movies and any TV show you like for free. I just recently watched Wicked. I watched Gladiator 2. Yeah, so so I cancelled all that. But there was a few shows on there when I didn't have this app that I quite liked watching, particularly on American Netflix. There's a show called, I had to watch with something called a VPN, a show called Supernatural that I love, and I can watch episodes over and over again. So, but now I don't have to. Yeah, Showbox, Dillygaff, it's Showbox. And it's just an app, and all you do is you download it, and everything's it's free, and you just type in what you want to watch. So if it's a show, and it'll come up with the show and every season that they've ever brought out. And if it's I watched, do you know that new Christmas one that came out this year with The Rock? It's called Red One. I watched that. As I said, I recently watched Wicked. I didn't think I would like Wicked, even though I love a good musical. I love, like, The King and I, and yeah, but I wasn't sure I'd like Wicked, but I truly enjoyed Wicked. Yeah, LC, it's called Showbox. You have to download it onto as an app, and any show, any movie, even old movies. I watched Gone with the Wind the other night there, and we all know how old that movie is. I mean, I don't even think they show that anymore because of, because of the time and stuff. Because, yeah, it's not progressive to watch a film like that, to have films like that on TV anymore. But it's a classic, isn't it? And yeah, so anything that you want to see, it's on there. I've been desperate to see Meghan's film. Maybe, yeah, you'll be able to watch anything that's been released is on there. I had Deadpool, the new Wolverine Deadpool one was on there. Like, it's all on there. Gone with the Wind is on TV. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought they didn't show that anymore. I went to Broadway production of Wicked, and I am prone to... Oh, honestly, Elsie, I really didn't think I'd like it, but wow, I loved the songs. I was disappointed because I didn't realise it came in two, it's coming in two parts. So it ends where Elphaba and Glinda meet the wizard for the first time, and that's the ending. And I'm like, what? That can't be the end. Like, nothing's happened. But the next part comes out this year. So yeah, Wicked was really good, and I would love to see it on Broadway or the West End or somewhere like that. I think it would be really brilliant. So failed at Polo, failed at cooking, and apparently gardening to come. There is a plant or something, and it grows or doesn't. No, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. They've failed at everything. The only thing, we've got to think of everything that they have done since leaving. What they've wrote, right? We had the books. So we had the stench, and we had Harry's, the spare one. Then it was, what else? So they've had a hand at writing. Then, let me think, to go down and think of the list. Oh, someone's going by, hold on. So the write-in, then there was, documentary as well, because we had Elephant, didn't we? So documentary, write-in, then, what else? Tat sailor, selling jam, selling, oh God knows what else. What else did they do? They've done that much that I forget. Talking about Wicked, the real nasty person on it is Glinda the Good Witch. Yeah, I was shocked at that. I didn't think that the green, Elphaba, is that right? I thought she was going to be the bad one, but no, she's the good one. I strongly suggest the original Wicked. Oh, really? I might give that a watch. Is that the one? Because they have... Do you know the original cast member? I know, Wicked. The women with the blonde... Oh, I forget their names. They're both famous. Oh, the original cast members that played Glinda and Elphaba. One of the women with the blonde hair, she was on Glee and stuff like that as well. That's the one that I've been told to watch. But I forget her name. I forget both their names. They're in the movie as well. They're in the movie when Glinda and Elphaba go to Oz, the Emerald City. Those two are in the movie singing, but obviously they're not playing. But I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to give spoilers out for Wicked. If you want watch, the movie's really worth watching. I'll tell you one that isn't. I'm not looking forward. Who's looking forward to seeing the Snow White? Who's looking forward to seeing Snow White, the Disney live action movie? Not me. Absolutely not. I think that the lead actress has ruined that movie's chance to make any kind of profit. I really do. I think she reminds me of Amber Heard and Meghan Markle. If the two of them had a little, I don't know, surrogate baby together, it would pop. Out would pop that Rachel Zellweger, I think her name is. No, not Rachel Zellweger, that's not true. She's the girl. Rachel Ziegler, that's it. Zellweger's the actress that's in The Mummy. Oh. Getting back to what were we talking about before I ventured off into talking about Wicked? I was telling you guys about that app that you need to download it. We were talking about Stalin. Oh, there's the other big story going on in the UK at the moment is the fact that they won't do a national inquiry. I don't even know if we can really talk about this on YouTube, but into the gangs, the certain gangs that happened here, which is absolutely disgraceful, like why they can't look into this. It needs to be, I think, like, not only needs to be investigated, but people need to be, like, held accountable. I'm not talking about the people that committed the crimes. I'm talking about, like, the police officers and the social work and the government and the councils that let all these girls down, It's very sad. It's very sad, like, that kind of stuff goes on. All copied from Emma Tyne. Mark, I can't say that. But she's so jealous. When she left the venue, I saw the actress in her green makeup just taking the air. I should have begged for a signature. Oh, her photo, but she deserved her privacy. Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name, like the dark-haired actress as well. She's such a phenomenal singer. I can't recall, like, but the two of them are really famous in theatre and in TV and movies as well. It's like you cannot ever beat the original. I went and seen the original Cats in London with Elaine Page. God, I was just a child at the time. I was still in primary school. But wow, absolutely wow. Another one, great musical as well as Phantom. People will be sitting here snoozing on it. They're like, sorry guys. She's sitting droning on about Phantom of the Opera and that, making me sound like I'm a posh person. I'm not posh at all. I like Britain, especially like in winter months, for things like, we get like great things like pantomime. Did they do pantomime in America, Elsie, where you have like characters doing like musical kind of plays on things like Aladdin and Cinderella and Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack and the Beanstalk's a massive one that they do all the time. I know my snow, it's so nice, isn't it? It's been snowing for hours and hours and hours here. And I just stand at the window admiring. I love things like snow. Another weather phenomenon I love is lightning and thunder. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Oh, so you do get pantomimes there? Yeah, and they're massive in Britain, pantomimes. They're massive, absolutely massive here. And there's like theatres in Glasgow and Edinburgh that we used to go to. Like, I'm talking when my girls were younger. The King's Theatre in Edinburgh, and there's one in Glasgow as well, where they used to put on amazing pantomimes. It snowed here last night, but yeah, it's all melted. I was wondering I was having a look at the weather apps, wondering if England had the same weather. But even parts of Scotland haven't got the same weather. It was interesting to note that up north, up in like places like Aberfeldy, like I'm talking the Highlands, there's no snow, like it's not snowing there at the moment, so it's weird. You'd think it would be snowing. I thought it would be snowing more up there, because we're classed as the lowlands, and more north, it's like the highland areas. So you would think like there'd be more snow up there, but no. We have tomatoes too. Very dramatic weather. Oh, tornadoes. Oh, tomatoes. I was going to say that. I've never heard a weather where tomatoes are launched. Tornadoes look scary. Like, yeah, I would be very scared to no, I couldn't even imagine like witnessing like tornadoes and hurricanes, and you have earthquakes, and we don't get any of that in Britain. We don't get any of that at all. Like, we do have like micro tornadoes, but they're so weak and invisible and small that they're not even registered. People wouldn't even notice like it was there. Snow and cold weather are a blessing. Yeah, it gives you that total like Christmas vibe, doesn't it? When the snow is falling, and I don't know, it makes everything sound. It makes you feel like you're in a soundproof room. There's like everything's so quiet, and like there's no loud sounds. It's just very peaceful. That's what I like about it. If I lived there, you'd be a storm chaser, seriously. No way. Absolutely not. No way. I'm running from tornadoes, hurricanes, all of that stuff. Like, America is so beautiful. It really is. Like, there's some areas that are just like breathtakingly beautiful. But the way, like, and I know our weather sucks here, but like, and if I were, I suppose, like, at least we can't get like thrown up into the sky and launched. I don't know. Oh. So yeah. But that's kind of thing you get used to, isn't it? Living in America and stuff like that. You get used to like that kind of weather. So you have your storm shelters and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think like a Scottish person would know what to do if we ever see a hurricane. You watch Storm Chasers. Oh, I've seen a few on YouTube. Like, there's a few Storm Chaser channels on YouTube, and these guys are nuts. I've seen them like on the Outer Wally, a hurricane, like standing. Like, they literally like attach themselves to like poles and stuff like that to feel. I'm like, you guys are nuts, and they film it. They film it as well. I'm surprised like none of them have been killed. I'm in the middle of America, and we get all types of weather, a huge snowstorm and freezing, but it was like 50, 60. Oh, really? It's amazing, like you don't realise, like, I suppose, like, not all people realise, like, just how massive America is, don't they? Someone's walking by. Yeah, we don't realise how massive America is, and, like, just how diverse, like, the weather from one end of America goes to the other end. Look, it's lush. Thank you. We had some snow, but last night not as much as this, sadly. It's gone now. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone else, Dilly Jeff, was just saying that as well. That, oh, Happy New Year. I had an alright New Year. I want to apologise, like, for my, I came on here drunk, and I'm mortified that I did. Mortified. I deleted it straight. Oh, gosh almighty. Yeah, whatever you do, like, I have to like hide my phone. I don't drink very often, if any. So I was on the Baileys at New Year, got a bit tipsy, and yeah, so I apologise. uh, I was absolutely plastered. You're right, I was plastered, and I should not have come onto YouTube. And I saw someone, if I can recall, through the drunken haze that I was in, someone said, "Oh, she's going to regret their app," and I'm like, "No, I won't regret it." Yeah, I do regret it. So anybody that says like, "Oh, she's going to regret this," and yeah, absolutely regret it. I'm humiliated. I feel humiliated. You'd think like we're being a Scot, like you'd be able to like handle alcohol, but no, I'm a featherweight, absolute featherweight. So yeah, if anybody saw that, apologise from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, absolutely. We love to watch the sky when that's one of my favourite things, Elsie, to watch this. In America, you just get the most cool kind of lightning. You get like, I like that it's like not sheet lightning, is it called fork lightning? And you get these like weird things as well. It's like little balls of electricity. They look like little orbs. Yeah. What do you guys all think as well about like the stuff flying about in the skies as well? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Elsie. What do you guys like think of what are they? I've seen some videos of people zooming in on them and they look like little plasma balls. It's quite weird, isn't it? Yeah, but I noticed like, I don't know, there's a lot of like, I think like a lot of them are drones, but there is some like that's up there in the skies. What is it? Oh no, is it the east coast of America that's happening on? Is that like where all that's happening right now? Drones and orbs in the sky. It's quite strange, isn't it? I just heard like a siren there. Are cars insured for tornadoes? What about the fog we had? Oh, I don't know about fog. Like, we had fog? No, I haven't seen any fog. But yeah, going back to, what do you guys think that those are? Yeah, I'm quite interested. I was going to do a video about it, because I'd collected a lot of like clips and stuff. We had snow last night. Oh, you had snow as well, Flame? I woke up this morning to ankle deep snow. Like, there's other people as well saying, like, Dell said it was snowing, and so did, hiya, wait now, get his name, was it Dave, Daffia, is that right? Oh, I don't know what to say, Chandler, I don't know what to say, like, I can't say that. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, I am so sorry. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh, thank you, honestly, so are you guys. Yeah, they were saying, like, they also had snow, but it was gone by the time, like, it rained and it was gone, but your snow stayed. That's so nice, honestly, thank you. I don't know, we have seen things in the sky, but I think they are trying to tell us. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? Like, they're saying, like, I didn't understand, was they were saying, like, right, they're saying like they don't belong to the American government, and they don't know whose they are, but they're not from a foreign nation. So if they don't belong to like America, like obviously they have to belong to a foreign nation, but they're saying like they don't. Is that them like hinting then that if they don't belong to America and they don't belong to another country on the earth, is that them hinting and saying that they don't belong? They're not from Earth? I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, I'm positive some of them are definitely drones, because I have seen videos of people filming, especially the drones, and you see them and they look like a small plane about the size of a car. That's definitely a drone. But there's like other videos out there of people filming these things, and they zoom in on them and they're all these different colours that swirl into each other and they change shape, and it's quite beautiful actually to look at. But they're definitely not drones. Like, they don't have like, they're round. Yeah, I've never seen a drone that like can change. Yeah, I've never seen a drone that can do that. But so I don't know, like, and then we got like some people saying they were from a ship, from an Iranian ship, and then another person said that they were Chinese, and then someone else said that they were looking for, and I've heard like multiple people saying this, that apparently, and I watch a few like military channels on YouTube, and there's a guy he's got millions of followers, called Sean Ryan. I think he's ex-Intel and stuff, and he has a lot of military higher-ups on his channel, and so so he was saying that two surface-to-air missiles had been sneaked across the border and they were from Iran. They were trying to take down Trump's plane or something. I'm not too sure on that. But then there was like another guy that had came out and said that he makes drones for the American government, and what the drones are doing is they're looking for something with like a plutonium signature. So they're looking for these bombs, or so. I'm not too sure. So there's umpteen different people that have said different things. Oh, honesty, you gone? We've seen. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're gone, honesty, and I never said goodbye, I'm so sorry. Bye, lovely. But I'm sorry that I missed that. She really is nice. Honesty's nice. Yeah. So yeah, there's and then the manifesto that was recently released from the guy. You know, remember, like, you guys, you're in America, of course you'll know about it. You know, the Cybertruck that exploded outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. He released a manifesto, and if you go to that Sean Ryan's YouTube channel, he had a guy on that this guy was in the military who exploded the Cybertruck. Had said that the reason that he did it wasn't as much as like a terror attack. He'd done it to like draw attention to a war crime that was committed in Afghanistan in 2019, and he'd also mentioned the drones. And he said that the drones were Chinese. So I have no idea, like, what they are. But yeah, the manifesto that this guy released is very interesting. He said, and they could corroborate the story, especially regarding the civilians that were killed in Afghanistan in 2019, because the UN put a report out as well. They were saying that, I mean, basically, I don't know whether this to be true or not, that war crimes had been committed in Afghanistan, and this guy said he was part of it and he couldn't live with his cell anymore. Very interesting. He used a Tesla truck. Yeah, I know. And what makes me think that he didn't want to like harm anybody is he filled a Tesla truck is bulletproof. Joe Rogan tried to fire a metal arrow into a Tesla truck, and it bounced off it. So the guy filled it full of fireworks, so it wasn't. He never had like I don't know, like he had an IED or anything like in his car. But the other weird thing as well is like the guy who was found in the car was shot in the head like before it even exploded. Like, how the hell does he manage that one? You know, and then another weird thing about it as well, like, which is strange, is that everything in the car was burnt to like nothing, even like the weapons and that were in the car. But his ID and passport that are basically made of plastic, like they were fine. Just like, you remember like how they could identify the 9/11 attackers, because even though the plane had exploded and the buildings had came down, the guy's passport somehow survived. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's very weird. I just don't understand how his identification survived when nothing else survived. And then they done like DNA on the guy, and it didn't match his son, which is another strange thing, you know. So was that actually the guy who was in that? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure at all. Because if you think about it, right, if this guy was part of, and he was part of like intelligence and stuff like that, so he's very clever. Teslas can drive themselves, can't they? So he could, I don't know, maybe I'm going down conspiracy theory road here. But there's something kind of strange about that attack. But it didn't seem like he tried to harm anybody. And by parking it at Trump's hotel, the most spoken about person in the world right now, on New Year's Day, like a really massive day in the calendar. Is that why he's done it in this particular? I'm not sure. I think you're honest. I don't know. I'm just like, it's really strange, like how, like the ID never burnt. The body had a bullet in its head before the explosion. And then when you look into like Teslas, that they can drive themselves. Like, is the guy really dead? There's another weird thing that happened as well. The guy was like using an app called Signal to like contact people, and it's like a secure site that a lot of military people use because it's encrypted. But after the guy supposedly died, someone went in and changed the number on the Signal app, and it could have only been him. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird. Either like, I don't know, either like this, I genuinely don't think the guy did it to harm anybody. I think like when you read the guy's manifesto, it's to draw attention and to like war crimes that happened in Afghanistan, and then he also mentioned these drones. I just don't understand like how, unless it was like on a timer. But obviously, like, I don't know, like how, if I wanted to make sure the car exploded and stuff like that, why shoot yourself? I'm not, honestly, like, it's all very confusing to me. Something's very weird about that, like that, yeah. But I would advise you guys to watch the YouTuber that I mentioned, Ryan, like Sean Ryan, he had a guy on who was also from an intel agency, talking about who'd received this manifesto. He's handed it to the FBI and stuff like that. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. And people were trying to like say that the New Orleans attack and that one where they were maybe working together. I think that's a reach, because they both came out of the same train. Was it Fort Bragg? But how, like, when you think how massive the American military is, like how many people work for the army in America? It's millions of people. Millions of people get trained at like Fort Bragg. I think that's a bit of a reach because they went to the same training camp. Like, nah, I know it's iffy that they both like done that on the same day, but no, I don't think they were related at all. Not at all. One was waving an ISIS flag and the other one had a manifesto about feeling guilty. I don't know. So his phones are, like, yeah, his phone must have survived because, like, his Signal account changed after the explosion. He also was using, when he was contacting people about, he was wanting to speak to, he asked, he contacted, like, say, Joe Rogan and stuff like that, and asked them if they could get him in touch with Pete Hegseth, who's the incoming Secretary of Defence, am I right there, Elsie? So he was or if you could like direct him to someone with a massive platform, and he needed to speak to them by the 31st. So obviously, like he had this all planned for the 1st. But it's super interesting, like when you have a look into this guy's background, just how like yeah, the guy knew what he was doing. Like, he's very well like connected and stuff like that, and he knows his stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing I don't understand, because he was dead before the explosion. So either it had to be on I don't know, a timer, because you can't detonate an explosion with a bullet in your head. Like, I don't know. It's all very weird. I would love to know, like, but because the body was so badly burnt, you can't get a time of death. So that body could have been weeks old. Like, you don't even know. And then his DNA didn't match. There's another weird thing as well. Like, the DNA didn't match his son. So they took DNA off I think the guy's name's Matt. It starts with an L. I can't recall. Sorry, my brain's fuzzy at the moment. But they took DNA from the body in the car and DNA from his son, and it didn't match. Like, someone else was involved. Yeah, explosion. Could be on a timer, but no. Yeah, the phone thing's weird. The fact that like the DNA didn't match his kid, the fact like that yeah, it's just all weird. The fact he was like sending all these like emails out to try and speak to like Pete Hegseth, and it's all weird. It's weird. I might do a video, in fact, and well, read the manifesto to you guys, and show you like where parts of it, like where you can verify that this is true, you know. So it's definitely like the when they read it out on that Sean Ryan's YouTube channel, they done that. He had also put private details on the email that he sent to them, so it was proven that it was definitely him. It was definitely him. But things just don't add up. They don't add up. It's totally suspicious, Liam. It's absolutely suspicious. And I don't believe like it's attached to the New Orleans attack. Absolutely not. Like, but I'm also skeptical of, as well as if, because this guy was really competent and he knew his stuff. So I'm skeptical because he was saying that in his email. He said that he was going to try and flee to Mexico. So he must have had like. He'd also said that was being followed by Homeland Security and stuff like that. I don't know, but so it makes you even wonder if like the body in the car was even him, you know. Just that makes me question that, is the fact like the DNA didn't match. The DNA didn't match his son. And there's no way to like get a timely death on the body because of how badly burnt it was. There was nothing left to basically to be able to tell you. So yeah, it's really interesting. A really interesting situation. I just like, I do not think like and then using the Cybertruck as well, like they're bulletproof and then using just basic fireworks, you know. So I don't think he attempted to hurt anybody. And it's easy enough to pile a body into a Cybertruck. They drive. You can program them, a Cybertruck, to drive on its own. I don't know, maybe I'm going down conspiracy theory road a bit too much here. You know, but everything's a bit weird regarding this story. I guess we just have to wait and see how it plays out, but I don't watch mainstream, I'm not watching mainstream media regarding it because they're trying to make it match to seem like he was working with a guy for New Orleans, and that's a reach in my mind, you know. I'm trying to look at it from different, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it from a weird perspective, but I'm just glad like no one got hurt. But wouldn't it be crazy like if it turned out like the guy ends up still alive and he's done this to draw attention to something. Yeah. It's nowadays nowadays, like, the only difference between, they say a conspiracy theory and the truth is like a month before it comes out to be true. I mean, look at all the weird perspectives usually end up to, yeah, absolutely. Look at all the weird perspectives, like, regarding, like, the old virus, you know. Everybody said, like, I know from the beginning, like, I even assumed it came from a lab. Like, it's too weird that it came from the exact place where there was a biolab, and a biolab that were messing around with corona, but they said that was a conspiracy theory, and if you went against the wet market, the wet market story that they put out there, then you were banned, from social media and stuff like that. So and then it turned out all along that the lab was the most likely source of where it originated from. Not and people were even saying, like, we're not saying it was done on purpose, but it's just too coincidental that a lab, like, is right there, but you're blaming a seafood market. Okay. I agree with you about the weird perspectives. Yeah, they expected us to believe a virus that bats have had for a long time suddenly transferred to... Yeah, takes, like, for something to, like, I don't know, for something to jump from animal to man, like, it takes years and years and years and years and years of evolve. I'm not a virologist, so, like, I'm sitting here saying this, and I'll probably sound like an idiot to anyone that knows about these kinds of stuff. But I look at it, I don't know. You just look at it, like, it was like they say, like, Occam's razor. What's the most plausible? And a biolab's right there that looks into coronavirus, manipulating coronavirus. So, yeah, it looks like that's the most likely place it would come from, no a wet market. They're actually researching that stuff in there. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but the amount of, like, no. Oh, sorry there, guys. The amount of I've lost my train of thinking there. Yeah, if you thought anything, like, you were ridiculed, weren't you? And the amount of lies, like, the government did during that period of time, it's definitely made people sceptical about trusting. It really, really has. And I know most people don't trust, like, their governments and that anymore. I mean, the weird thing as well is, like, you've got... Has anyone ever read that book that Kennedy that wrote about Fauci, the real Anthony Fauci? That guy's a monster. I had no idea, like, he was involved with, like, the AIDS stuff, and, like, in the 80s, and I don't even know if you can call it an epidemic, but I mean, look at the kind of thing that's happened, like, in the past. Like, I'm sure it was in America where they were giving black people, was it hepatitis? They were saying that they were injecting them, saying that it was to inoculate them against this, and they were actually giving them. I don't know if it was, I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was absolutely disgraceful what they did. I'm trying to remember, like, it was definitely, So we know, like, they've participated in stuff like this in the past, you know. Even, like, the fact, like, they were feeding service members and that, like, LSD and stuff like that, and with their whole weird, like, MK Ultra kind of programs that they had, and just even saying those kind of things, you sound like a nut job, but that was actually a real program that happened, where they were trying to, like, do that kind of stuff, you know. So clearly governments in the past have used their own people for horrendous experimentation like that. So, and even just up until recently, like the COVID stuff, you know. I mean, that vaccine, it normally takes 10 years for vaccines to be approved and tested, and they pushed a vaccine out that they had no idea, you know, like long-term health effects or... Yeah? Yes, please. Thank you. Cheese and onion, please. Thank you. Yeah, so, and then all of a sudden you've got, like, young men dropping dead of heart attacks, myocarditis and blood clots, and yeah, not good at all. Oh, we're far right, yeah, the far right. I like to say we're right so far, not the far right. I don't understand why anyone that critiques government is automatically labelled far right. Like, isn't that a good thing not to, like... Isn't it a good thing, like, to, like, not... What American president famously said, was it... It was either, what was it, Reagan or Kennedy? Oh, I can't remember. Like, he said, like, the most frightening words is, we're here from the government and we're here to help. And that was an American president that said that. We're from the government, here help. I can't remember which one. That was my argument about the vaccines. I said that wasn't the test. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is, and they put in stipulations in the contracts with the companies that were making the vaccines that you can't sue them if anything goes wrong. So they must have had some indication that, like, some people are going to have really bad reactions or effects, like, from those. I mean, how can they not think that? They didn't know anything about any long-term... They don't have any data or anything on it, so I'm not too sure. The virus is made for the vaccine, leaving the virus was made for the vaccine. Yeah. It's all very weird, isn't it? It's all very weird, like, how we all, like, marched into our houses and were perfectly fine about having our freedom stripped away. Basically becoming prisoners in our own homes, you know. With our governments, like in Britain, we basically had our government telling us what we could and couldn't buy from the shops. They'd actually, in Scotland, they had, see, if you went to a supermarket, the only thing you could buy was food. So, you know how, like, in big supermarkets they'll sell things like toys and household items, houseware. They actually had all that behind plexiglass and chained up. Nobody was allowed to buy it. You weren't allowed to buy it. So God forbid your child had a birthday during lockdown because you couldn't buy toys. You couldn't go to a shop and buy a toy. If you'd I don't know, if your duvet had got messed up or something like that, you couldn't go in and buy a new duvet or anything. You weren't allowed to. You're only allowed to buy. That's messed up. Like, that we just sat back and said, yeah, this is fine. It really wasn't fine. There was people being arrested for going out and walks. There was people being arrested for going out for cups of coffee. It's a joke. It was an absolute joke, and nobody did anything. What you mean on it? Say the vaccine was made first. I don't know, like, I remember Bill Gates did I'm trying to recall what he did. He did like this exercise where it's not Agenda 23. I'm trying to remember what it was called again. Was it Agenda 23? Where he did this exercise through the Bill Gates Foundation, where what would happen if the world faced an epidemic of coronavirus. And then lo and behold, like a few months later, it happened. That was weird. I was out 4 or 5 hours a day with the dogs. Oh, were you? I'll be honest, I didn't listen to lockdown mandates. Even though it was really difficult, we were put into like bubbles. So in Scotland, like, we were put into sections. It was so weird. So if you lived in section 2, you couldn't visit section 1, 3, 4, 5, or so on. If you lived in section 4, you couldn't visit the other sections. You could only like shop within your section. You couldn't leave it. That's messed up, isn't it? It's like the Hunger Games kind of, innit? Like, where they have District 1, 2, 3 to District 1 through 12. We had sections in Scotland. Section 1 through wherever. I was in section 4. So yeah, it was so like Hunger Games. Meanwhile, everyone else is like locked in, and you couldn't. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm one of the people that lost someone during not to coronavirus. I'll say that, but someone close to me died during lockdowns, and I wanted to go up and sit at the hospital with her and hold her hand and stuff, and we weren't allowed. You know, she had to be on her own, like. And then funerals as well, like, you're only allowed 5 people at a funeral. So you'll have the person doing the ceremony, there's one. So that's you down to 4. Oh, yeah, so it wasn't right, you know. And since then, you've got people like Anthony Fauci and that have come out and said that social distancing and masks and stuff like that really didn't work, you know. So, like, why did they make us do it? We're all locked in while our governmental leaders are partying. I am a healthcare worker. I was working in Wales during the pandemic. It was a farming area, and people were riding their horses all the time. Oh, I'm glad, like, they were doing that. I know you got some people that were, I don't know, like, there was people like literally phoning the police on other people, you know. Oh, they've got a person in their house, come and arrest them, you know. That person's been out twice today, come and arrest them. Like, my God, like, why would you, like, become basically like a Stasi leader, you know, like, or an informer for the police? But yeah, like, I recall online, like, seeing people, like, being arrested because their neighbours had, like, called the police on them, saying that they had an extra person in their house, you know. My God, what the hell was that? Did you guys see that? Did something fall there? Very weird, like, that you would grass up, like, your neighbours and stuff. Little grass bags. I heard they could go to stables, so I thought they were able to ride. Was the riding, but I don't know. I don't know if, like, was there riding horses not banned? I know tons of stuff was banned. Like, I remember looking to places like Australia and thinking, what the hell is going on there? Like, they had it bad there, like Australia and New Zealand. Like, people were taking the mick out of Australia, saying, like, it began as you know, because it was a prison colony. It's went from a prison colony back to a prison colony. But yeah, like, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad that we allowed it to happen, you know. I believe it's still snowing. Like, it's snowing. But yeah, crazy stuff, eh? Crazy stuff. But people are, I think since we've been through that, people are more clued up now. You know, they realise, like, what happened, and now they like to question absolutely everything, you know, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. There's, like, this guy here sitting. Oh, wait now, wait. Oh. I'm looking at, like, I'm trying not to, like, shine my camera into, like, people's houses, because, like, I don't want to, like, yeah, be intrusive, you know. This guy here, I thought they had a fox in their little hut, but it's not. Not being funny, but everyone in government at that time were damned if they do. Yeah, I guess so, but I also think a lot of the power went to people's heads as well, you know. And that's a true, like, you have to remember, we're all human, I guess, and power can go to even the most power can go to basically anybody's head. Like, I'll even see it through YouTube, you know, like, if you've got people that are, like, subscribed or leaving comments and telling you, like, oh, certain things and that, you know, that can not, it makes you feel good, you know. You want people to be enjoying things and that, but, like, it can also in a way go to people, like, your head, you know. And some people, I guess, like, you've got to get a kick back down to reality, you know, like, brought right with a thump back down to reality to, like, make you realise, like, hey, snap out of it, you know. But, and I suppose, like, when you're in charge of, like, a whole country of people and you've got all that power, it can go to your head. The area I was in was fairly remote, so it was safe to go riding or walking. The sheep and cattle weren't. Oh yeah, the sheep and cattle are going to report you. All power corrupts. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, I don't care, like, who it is. Like, see, if you just get a tiny, like, even a minuscule amount of, like, power, it does go to, like, your head, you know. And I think, like, it's a good thing when you're brought back down to earth with a bit of a thump. No, not in a horrible way or anything like that, I'm saying, but you're just brought back down to reality, because and then it must go to like people's head where you're told, like, you can imagine hundreds of thousands of people are telling you how great you are and stuff like that. Obviously that's going to go to somebody's head, but it's good for people to be brought down to reality, and so try not to allow it to. But everybody, no matter who, that there's only one perfect person in this world ever, but everybody is susceptible to letting power go to their head. And being brought back down to reality isn't a bad thing, It's not a bad thing. Back to reality. Oh, look, what song was that again? I'm trying to remember. I can't believe the amount it snowed. Like, but it doesn't. I'm hoping it gets like mega deep. And I'm going to try and build a. Do you want to build a? No, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying. I'm not going to build a snowman. But it's nice to know that if I wanted to, I could. But yeah, we're meant to have snow here until Wednesday, which is pretty nice. Oh, just a second. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I've got one toasty. Oh, sorry guys. Wait, yum. You can't beat a wee cheese and onion toasty. Yeah. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah. What did you guys think of King Charles's speech? Or you're jealous of the stuff? Look, it's even getting heavier and heavier and heavier. It's great. It's absolutely great. See, like, these, like, places that have, like, snow for months, like Montana and stuff in America. Oh, just so beautiful. Everywhere looks like a postcard when you've got snow on it, doesn't it? We're going now. Oh, bye, Honesty. Yeah, I'll probably maybe get going in about soon as well. I'm watching, and this is so sad of me, but yeah, I lost interest in the snow when I slipped on the ice and broke. Oh no! You've got broken bones. Oh, Flame, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that would put me off snow as well. Like, yeah, I don't blame you for hating the snow. Oh, thinking about you, Flame. I love, like, how like the UK is really weird when it comes to houses, by the way. Our houses are all squashed up against each other. Yeah. But isn't that so pretty? Yeah, I'm currently looking for, like, a show to watch. Any of you guys get any recommendations? any good shows like good. Sorry about that, guys. The snow is affecting my connection. You're very careful when you go out in the snow. Yeah, be careful. Like, wear sensible shoes. Get wrapped up. Nice hat and scarf. Warm coat. Sorry, I don't want to sit here and eat in that while I'm on camera. Because I can't, I'm a kind of person that can't stand, do you know those channels that do something called mukbangs? I don't know if you guys know what I'm on about. It's called mukbangs. They do these where they sit and eat on camera. They've got a plate of food that, like, the size of Mount Everest. I don't even know how they eat all this. It's piled high. And they sit there and they eat a lot of it. Big plates of seafood boils and cheese and cheese, like melted cheese that's with pasta in it, that's swimming in melted cheese. It looks so, the seafood boil stuff, I admit, looks amazing, but how they can eat that. But I don't like it. It's to live in a dead-end road, so the road is slippery. Yeah. I was wanting to ask you guys, like, what did you think of Charles's speech, Christmas message? Did you think it was too political, or did you think it was? Do you think it was all right? I think it was a tad political. And I see, like, he's being criticised for it online. Like, a lot of people are saying that he should have just left it at doing something like his mum did at a normal Christmas speech. He mentions the nativity and stuff. He lost everybody when he said that so many other religions are supporting the message of the nativity. It's not, I'm not quoting exactly, but it was something similar to that. And that's just a lie. And it not only insults, like, Christianity, but it insults, like, people who are members of the other Abrahamic religions, you know. Insults, like, Jews and Muslims, because they don't believe in the nativity. So yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. And then he, like, it gets way too political. He starts mentioning the Middle East wars, and he should have just, like, stayed out of that. That he wants to be the defender of the faiths, but you can't be the defender of the faiths when each faith, like, doesn't believe the other ones to be true. I don't want to go into, like, all, but what's the other things that he said that were kind of strange? I didn't watch, but I've heard different sides. One side was saying he was telling us to unite with everyone. The other side is saying he was hinting at telling us to... Oh no, I didn't get that. I didn't get, like, he was trying to do, like, civil... No. I just got that he was being a little political when he shouldn't have been, you know. I think he should have just stuck to a nice Christmas message like his mum used to do. Because, like, he's also the head of the church, isn't he? But you can't be a defender of the faith, but then also support, like, be the head of the... I don't know. Defender of, like, the head of a Christian church and then defender of the faiths. It's strange. I've also heard recently, I can't remember what news site I saw it on. I didn't know that Prince William didn't want to be head of the church when he is crowned king. Well, that's true or not, I don't know. That's what they said. Does any of you guys know if that's true or not? What other things have happened in the news lately? Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've covered really everything. With the attacks in America, moaning about Keir Starmer, because we all can't stand him. Yeah? Right, hen, thank you. What else? We've talked about, we've talked about Meghan Markle's new cooking show. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Is there anything else that I've not spoke about? Charles wasn't allowed to say defender. Yeah, I know he wasn't allowed to say it at the end at his coronation. Which is a good thing. Oh yeah, he said multiculturalism is our strength when that's been proven. No. I think, yeah. I think having different, having people here from different, yeah. I don't care, I don't know, it's the culture thing, isn't it? Not culture, I don't know how to put this, I don't know. Britain's a great place to live in. We have so many different people that live in Britain, but it's so great to live. And it's a very colourblind society. So when Charles brings up things like we don't see, I don't look at things in a multiculturalist lens. I hate using that word, a Meghan Markle word. I look at everything we're Brits, we're all British. With we all have different flavours, different flavoury Brits, which is a good thing. I wonder if Hums are useless. Oh no, I saw him recently. Oh yeah. I saw him recently moaning about, I think he was fighting online with Elon Musk. We all know who Hums are useless is, don't we? But he was saying that how he fears to live in Scotland, and I'm like, you're having a laugh. You fear how he can't progress in Scotland, and that. I'm like, you are the leader of Scotland, basically Scotland's Prime Minister, the leader, and you're trying to say that Scotland, you fear for everything. Oh, I don't know. I do not know. You could get into trouble when you call these people out, I suppose, don't you? But another thing that we have in Britain coming up, very weird thing. We have a load of court cases starting on the exact same day that Trump gets inaugurated. We had the soldier who was stabbed. I think he was stabbed. This was in an extremist attack. Then we had, in Britain, we can't speak about ongoing cases online because you can be charged with contempt of court. So you can't speak about an active case, which is so weird, but okay. Then we also have the case of the 3 little girls, so the Southport attack. Those 3 little girls who got killed by what they said wasn't a terrorist attack, but they found Al-Qaeda manuals and ricin in his house. I can't say anything more than that because you can't speak about the case. Then we have, so that the other extremist was a soldier being stabbed and nearly died. Then we have, on the same day as well, so this is all on the 20th, we have another grooming gang squad, I guess, like of men. Their case starts in. There's about 4 or 5 cases all dealing with extremism in the same day. Oh yeah, and then the 2 guys that beat up the police at Manchester Airport, them as well. So they got arrested and charged, and their case starts then as well. So isn't it interesting? They all start on the exact same day, and on the exact day that Trump gets inaugurated. So the news will dominate regarding Trump. I think that's why they've done this. I'm maybe being a conspiracy theorist again, but I think maybe that's why they've done this, because the news is going to dominate about Trump being inaugurated as for his presidency. So they're obviously not going to cover those 3 little girls who were murdered by the alleged, you've got to say alleged, by this alleged guy. They're not going to cover the soldier who was stabbed multiple times and nearly died. They're not going to cover the guys that stepped off the flight for Pakistan and beat 3 police officers up, breaking one of the female police officers' nose. Again, a grooming gang. Yeah, so they're not going to speak about that. So I'm thinking, is that why they've done all these cases to start on the same day? So the news doesn't cover it, because obviously if Trump wasn't getting inaugurated that day, the press would not, the left-wing press, they wouldn't cover it. They stay away from all this stuff. But the news would probably be dominating the headlines, whereas it's not going to. It's going to be the Trump stuff that's going to dominate, and that stuff is going to go by the wayside, you know. Is that why they've done this? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they've put these cases on a specific day so people don't pay as much attention to it as there normally would be, because something else big's happening that day as well? It's plausible, and I wouldn't put it past our sneaky government to do something like that. This window's covered in snow. Yeah, I wouldn't put it by our sneaky government to do something like that, allegedly. But yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, let's just wait and see. I'm interested to find out, I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Do you think the snow's let up any? But it's very coincidental that they're all on that same particular day. I would also love to know as well, no, maybe I shouldn't get into that. I'll leave that until they've done what happened? Oh, sorry, I was just I heard something shouting there. Yeah, so there'll be videos I'll be interested in covering. Like, I'm going to, like, and I don't know how many weeks in that each trial lasts for. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to, like, find out. And do you guys, like, think that if it comes out that this alleged guy was alleged... Oh, God, it's... this is why I like American... talking about American cases, because you can speak about this stingy stuff. You can't speak about it here. So you can't say, like, your opinion. You can't really say your opinion on the ins and outs of the court case or anything like that until the court case is concluded, I guess. I don't know. It's so quiet. I wonder if they've, like, stopped doing... I've not heard a plane for a while, so I wonder if the planes have been... I don't know. But I'm thinking that I don't know, I want to, like, go and watch something, but I don't know what. I seen that they were also putting up loads of fences and stuff in Washington for the inauguration. Do you guys think that, do you think that Trump is in any risk or anything like that? Like, I hope not. I think there's too much bad going on right now. I think that would put America into, like, some Chinese civil war, I guess. I wish that there's, you think he is still I hope not. I really genuinely hope not. Like, and I'm looking forward to, like, I hope, like, that things that what he said he'll do, like, I want the rest of the JFK stuff to come out. I want the Epstein list, I want that to come out. Obviously, they've said about the P. Diddy list, but whether that comes out right now or not, I don't know, because, like, they've not even had a trial for that. But I would like to see everybody involved in all that. But the Epstein thing, they like, why haven't they, like, not released that before now? Like, the guy has been dead a few years. The only reason I can think of why they've not obviously done it is to protect certain people, but people who do stuff like that don't deserve to be protected. I want Harry's visa to come out, but that's minor compared to all the rest. Yeah. Oh, God. The fright there. Honestly, the fright. I thought that was a comet or something. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. Like, a bit of snow fell off the roof and went... And I was like, oh, my God, what the hell was that? We're being attacked. The drones have arrived. Oh, I jumped here. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'd be interested to see his visa. But, like, the thing that makes me nervous about his visa coming out is that if it comes out he's lied, and it comes out that he's lied on his visa application, or then does that mean that they're going to deport him out of America, which means we end up with him back? So maybe it's not such a bad thing if they don't, like, release that. Sorry, Americans, I'm so sorry. Like, I know you guys do not deserve to have those two either. Like, none of us want them or want to have them. But it does mean that if it comes out he's lied on his visa. But maybe, I think, like, if he has lied on his visa, I think he should he shouldn't just be deported. Like, he should be fined. I mean, I know people have went to prison for stuff like that, lying on official documents. So yeah, maybe not putting him. Maybe that's a bit far, you know, putting him in prison. But a nice healthy fine. But then it would also mean that we get him back because he's, in reality, he's never gave up his British citizenship, has he? So it means we get Ginger back, don't we? And that means that, oh God, I don't want him back. I mean, I heavily dislike him as much as his wife now, you know. And if anything, like, I maybe dislike him even more because he was brought up to be better than where she wasn't brought up. Like, I'm not that I'm saying she had a bad upbringing, like, not at all. Like, her family seemed perfectly lovely. But he was brought up to be he was brought up with social media training and to be better than how he's acting recently, isn't it? Whereas, like, she's yeah. So yeah, I class him as being worse than her. I want Harry. Alright, I was reading it. So yeah, I think he's worse than her. And I don't know, like, I don't even know if the two of them are still together. Because we never see them. Never see them anymore together. They're doing a lot of things that are very different from each other. I suppose, like, if he is tossed out of America, he could always go to Canada, but then that's a shame for the Canadians, isn't it? They've got enough to deal with Trudeau as their Prime Minister. If he comes back, he will be alone. She won't come back. Yeah, I don't think she'll come back. I really, truly don't. I also believe that their kids won't come back either. Therefore, I believe their kids should be removed from line of succession, especially, like, the daughter, because she wasn't even born in Britain. And I know there's, like, tons of, like, people out there that think, like, the kids don't even exist, or, like, I don't know, I don't fall into that category. I believe the surrogate thing, but even just going by that, they shouldn't be in the line of succession. But yeah, I can't see, I don't know, I can't see them. So maybe like the visa thing coming out maybe wouldn't be a great thing, because then do we end up being back, or do they go to Canada or Australia or New Zealand or somewhere else and mooch off their governments? Not too sure. Put your hands up if you're going to watch Meghan's cooking show. Like, type yes or something. Like, I just want to get an idea of, like, who's going to, like, watch it. Maybe we should watch it and try and recreate some of our food. I don't know if I would be able to do that, you know. I can't, yeah. Yeah. It's just very, the trailer's very me, with a peanut gallery telling her how amazing she is. Oh, God, no. Not for me. Definitely not. It's like... I can hear a dog. My phone's just alerted me to say I can hear a dog barking. Yeah, you don't say. I wonder, like, how popular it's going to be. Does anybody know the date that it comes out? Like, what date it's going to be released? I agree with the kids about it removed from the line of succession. They aren't being brought up in the royal family, and they would they wouldn't have a clue how to... Yeah, absolutely, Flame. Absolutely. They have not been brought up in that. Like, can you say cultures? I don't know. They've not been brought up, so they don't know. They know nothing about British value. Are they even being taught about British history or what it means to be a member of the royal family? I doubt it. I doubt it very much. If she's got anything to do with it, there'll be progressive little kids writing letters to ad to soap ads, Yeah, I think, like, if you're going to be in the line of succession, I genuinely believe you should be at least be reside in the UK or born in the UK, especially to reside in it. Yeah, because that would be like, I'm not too sure, like, me being in the line of succession for maybe let me think, a royal family, the Saudi royal family, but I don't know anything about their culture. I don't know anything about yeah. I'm not brought up in that country, not born in that country. It's just very strange. We haven't watched them grow up, and wouldn't accept. Yeah, I agree with you there. We wouldn't accept them. They would always be seen as foreigners, wouldn't they? Not that I've got anything against, like, in the fact, like, they were born in America or anything like that, but to be on a line of succession, and a possibility of being like a monarch or something one day, I genuinely believe they should at least be brought up in the country that you would be a potential ruler of. It's like a half in, half out scenario kind of thing. The snow's getting heavier again. It feels like it's like got really heavy, but like it doesn't seem to be getting any thicker. Or maybe it is, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it. Maybe it's because I feel like I've been watching it. It's like watching a boiling kettle. It doesn't boil. It feels like it takes ages to boil, if you're watching it. I am like, would you be happy if if we got to see like I don't know. I don't really care about their life, to be honest. I just find it I find it strange. What's that guy doing? Like, hold on, where is he? Is that his stomach? Put your stomach away, mate. I don't know. What's he doing? He was shouting there. I'm glad his face is blurred. What's he doing? He was shouting a little while ago. He shouted, "What?" Do you want to build a snowman? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Still they are. We wouldn't even... He's doing something on his... Yeah, I know. He's going, what? Oh, I don't know, I've lost him. Oh, he's there. I think he works on the buses. That's definitely somebody, yeah. Judging by the jacket and stuff. Bless him. Bless him. Yeah. I seen someone out earlier, and I'm not even joking, in shorts and t-shirt. I thought, you're mad. You're mad. Like, you're going to end up with hypothermia. I have to sit down. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, be filming into people's houses either. But yeah. Yeah, that's his really. I have a friend who's like, oh, I would tell her to put his top down. Oh, honestly, if he's happy and like doesn't, yeah, who are we to criticise? So that was wrong of me to like do that. Anywho, it's getting quite late now. What time is it where you guys are? What time is it? Oh yeah. I was wanting to say something there and it's completely went out of my head. Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't think he did. Bless his wee socks though. I can hear. That's one thing about living in the flight path, it's so noisy. Now that we live in the flight path of Edinburgh Airport, and yeah, it's noisy as anything. It's 7 p.m. Is that all the time it is? 7 o'clock? It feels much later. It feels so much later. I thought it was about... Hold on. Here, someone coming out the house there. Yeah, I thought it was about 10 o'clock at night there. But it's only 7 o'clock. It feels like, today feels like it's dragged in. It absolutely feels like it's dragged in. There was like, I was having a look on YouTube earlier for like something to watch. There's really nothing to really watch. Well, that's not true. There's always something to watch on YouTube. But I'm talking about of interest, like that I want to watch at the moment. Yeah. I live in Canada. Oh, it's really... Are you a soccer player? What's Canada at the moment? Are you... You've got like an election coming soon, aren't you? For Prime Minister? We had almost a foot of snow yesterday. Oh, really? Are you like in... no, you don't have to tell me whereabout you're from or anything like that. Where's the most snowy part in Canada? Is it like Ontario, Montreal, like... Yes, hopefully Trudeau's it. Yeah, are you... I hope this isn't too like personal. Are you a Pierre Poilievre person, or I quite like Pierre Polyev. I really do. I love the way how he, you know, when he's interviewed, he switches it round. Where they try and get him with gotcha questions, but he switches it back on that. He's so clever. He's so clever. I call him Justin Trudeauschbag. Yeah. Gotta go. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I am from the US, so I hate Trump like most people. He cheated again. Gonna be along for years, so hope. No wars. I agree, no wars for everyone. I know that like some people like Trump, some people don't. You know, I don't like. This is a channel that I believe like we can agree, you know, but everybody is like entitled to like what their opinion, and so yeah. But I'm in wholeheartedly agreement with you there. Like, where I hope that all the wars. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh, sorry about that, there, guys. Yeah, I accidentally turned my phone off. Just a second. Now I have to sit down and get. Oh dear, just a second. Oh dear, I have to sit down. My legs can't take it. Oh, you can't even see. Oh, wait, wait, yeah. My legs can't take it anymore. But yeah, if you're going, Jenny, like, oh, bye, lovely, and I'll hopefully see you again soon. What were we talking about? We were talking about Pierre Polyev. Yeah, we like Pierre, and I am close to Montreal. Oh, lovely. The provinces are much colder. Sorry, Ontario still gets a lot of snow too. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for Pierre Polyev. I do like him, and I think he's extremely clever. God, you can't see anything in here, and I don't even have like. Oh, she doesn't have a light. Oh, no. I'm sorry, it's in the dark. Yeah, it's because I've had to like prop this down because I can't stand any longer. Yeah. There's a few YouTube channels that I like that are Canadian based. The Pleb, is that one you watch? And a guy called Mr. Sunshine or something. They talk a lot about Canadian politics. Yeah. I think that Canada needs a change. I think like Trudeau has been in power for way too long, and I was saying earlier, like power goes to your head, and it's absolutely went to his head. So hopefully, like, he's get a guy in that's like gonna like. I know he's like gonna cut down taxes and stuff like that. So he seems like he'd be a good prime minister. He really does. But yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting a bit comfy. Let me lift that. Okay. Let's see. So jealous. The soccer. I love the show. Oh, what show are you on about? Oh, the snow, sorry. The show. I need glasses. I crucially need glasses. Like, I was told that today as well. You need to get yourself some glasses. or yeah, as I'm getting older, my eyes are dying. It's not just that as well, like I notice I'm suffering from migraines a lot, so hence why like I'm in the kind of dark right now. So I think that must have something to do with needing glasses as well. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, I think I've got. I want to go and watch a TV show, but I don't know what I want to watch yet. Something happy-go-lucky. You guys like have any idea of a good? Can you guys hear me? Or am I talking to myself? I don't know what. Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought like I was talking to myself there. Yeah. Do you guys like have any? Can you like tell me any new shows or anything that's good that you would recommend me watching, or a movie or something? Oh dear. I think I'm getting the flu as well. But yeah, I've been on for quite a while, haven't I? So I might pop off and I'll come back tomorrow or something and do a live then. One that people can join if they so choose to and come up and have a wee speak on. I can hear you, but I don't watch television, so I was just, I see if I'm being honest, Blame, I don't watch TV either. But I like watching stuff on my tablet or on my laptop thing. But I don't watch like mainstream kind of television. I haven't in years. I'm talking 7, 8 years. I haven't watched mainstream TV. I get like news and stuff like that from social media. There's nothing really been. I think I've spoke about like everything that's gone on like in the news of lately. There's the absolute aeroplanes. I'm gonna like scream at them right now. Yeah, what's going on in social media? I was talking about. Oh yeah, I saw earlier that Prince Harry was like trending on X. I think it was a hashtag, or was it Meghan Markle? Meghan Markle is exposed or something. I don't know what that was about. Must be regarding this new cooking show. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't have like, because I'm visiting family at the moment, I don't have any way to like plug into like my laptop or anything to like show you stuff on X. So yeah. I'm going to investigate the. Oh yeah. It's called here. Everybody, it's called Showbox, right? SHOWBOX, and I think it's called Showbox TV, and it's an app. And if you have an iPhone, it's in the Apple Store, and if you have Android, it's in the Android Store. And it's an app where you can just download it onto your phone, and you can watch any movie or any TV show for free. And earlier I said I just recently watched Wicked. I watched The Gladiator 2. So I watched Wicked the day it got released in America, so it was a few weeks ago now I'd watched it. So any movie that's out at the cinema, any TV show that's just been released, you can watch it on this app for free. Watch Black Doves with Sarah Oh, what's that about, Bertie? Black Doves with Sarah Lancashire. What is that? Is that like a thriller, or is that like a TV show with different episodes or anything like that, or is it a movie? There was one that someone had told me. I was going to to watch. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Just watch a thriller political. Oh, I love a good political thriller. Thank you so much for that recommendation, Bertie. I'll give that a watch. Let me write that down. Black Doves. Yeah, I'll give that a watch. Yeah, I'm gonna get going now, guys. And I'll come back tomorrow, do a live then, tomorrow night, about 8 o'clock. That okay? And I might even push a video out tomorrow and do some editing because I want to cover that the Cybertruck explosion in America. But yeah, so you guys all take care, and have a nice night, be safe, and I love you all so much. Alright, bye guys, bye, and bye Dills, bye Bertie, bye all, love ya, bye.